What's happening, y'all? What's going on? Hey. Systems Lab Live. I tell you what, Systems Lab Live, this is week 3 of execution in real time. Welcome to the Systems Lab Live. It's a me. Remember that particular Mario? It's a me. It's me, Ashley Schuler, your host of Systems Lab Live. We're back, and this is the 5th month of the year, in case you all did not know, but it's monumental because we've been together for this whole entire 5 months. I think I maybe have missed maybe one live stream or rescheduled it, but here we are once again, back in business, talking about scheduling. But before we begin, put your name in the chat, put what you're working on. I'm very curious about that. First timers, those that haven't been back in a while, the Systems Lab Live is the only live stream that comes on every week to discuss managing teams, developing processes, and executing projects. Okay? We talk about productivity trends. We talk about what's in the news as it relates to the work. We talk about the everyday work. All right? It's some good stuff up in here. These live streams they gold. They gold, baby. They gold. And so last month we took a quick pivot. I had a whole content roadmap I did in Miro. Shout out to Miro. And I had to say bye to Whimsical temporarily. I know, because if I work with Ashley Hoed for any future coaching efforts, I have to resubscribe to Whimsical. That's okay. But Whimsical is a flow charting tool that I use, and I'm using to map out this content ecosystem, this content knowledge repository and ecosystem. So far, I'm cool with how it's set up, and I'm going to map out a few other things, and then I'll show you. I don't know. Sometimes I've always felt like I want to share, I want to show, I want to tell, I want to surprise, all the things, right? So anyway, I had a whole map for the first 6 months, but then I decided to pivot by asking the people, what did you guys want to see? Like, what is it in particular y'all want to see? And they wanted to see collaboration in real time. So we talked all about collaboration. And then I decided, let's make the in real time a thing. So I said to myself, what about execution in real time? I wanted to get active because I know people want to see some of which is interesting. They want to see some things like the process, but then they also want to see some of the tech stuff. Huh? Okay. So, with that said, we do an execution in real time. So we're doing some process, and then we're looking at a bit of show and tell and application. So, that's kind of like what we doing right now. That's what we doing right now. So I'm going to gas up the Miro board. Let me make sure I got everything I want. No, hold on. Okay. Cool. Powered by Miro. Okay. Let's get right here. Powered by Miro. Love a good Miro board. I've been working with Miro since, I think I actually subscribed to Miro last April. but really started using it in August. So it'll almost be like my 1 year Miro anniversary. I'm gonna share the screen. You already know we got a lot to do, folks, tonight. We got a lot to focus on tonight, and we're gonna get into it. So on today's agenda, welcome again to Systems Lab Live, May 15th, 2013. Same format, folks. Show and tell. We got some things to discuss, like Miro's async report. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk. We're also going to do five more Black startups from the Black Tech Effect report. We've been doing profiles every single week on the Black Tech Effect report. 100 Black startups that were honored by Sherelle Dorsey and the Omni DR network. And yeah, it's been really great to really see so many great Black tech entrepreneurs, cool products, cool services, giving me lots of ideas. And so we'll be done in August. Hope you'll stay along for the ride. And then we have the builder segments. We're going to do ClickUp. We're going to do ClickUp 3.0. We're talking about scheduling there as well. A lot in store. Why are we here? As project leaders, we're here and we focus on 3 areas: productivity, operations, and project management. We're bridging the gap between the people, the technology, and the processes. One thing I definitely want you all to do is text project manager to 626-722-5444. That's where you will get all the good insight, the weekly updates. Oh, and I should, let me see if I can make this a little right here. We could, oh, no, we want to put this right here. Yes, that's kind of really how I wanted it. It's all one word. There we go. I'm going to text this number. It's all one word, and that is where you will subscribe. Now, what's good about this is that once you're inside of the ecosystem, then you'll get the weekly text updates. Then you'll also be getting future upcoming webinar dates and things of that nature. We're going to go and dive deep very, very soon for more of the sign up information there. Wanted to highlight 2 big things here, which is the importance of project risk. So one of the things that I did, oh, hold on one second. Let's fix the mic a little bit. Let's make sure we got the right settings here. Let's get back on task. Okay, here we are. One of the things that is super important about the importance of project risk, I did a LinkedIn poll about a week ago that talked about what were people looking for in terms of more information. What are the things that they wanted to, their current challenges that they're navigating? And one of them is on risk. And I think this is going to be a really important topic to expound upon, because when we think about risk, sometimes it's too late. Sometimes the project is already almost finished completing. Sometimes it is, something where we don't quite know how to even, navigate and everything. And so I think that is really important when we talk about project risk. What we should do in the beginning of a project is we should look at, all right, what are the areas that could potentially derail a project? So let's say that you are planning an event. Shout out to the Blacks in Events community, the network. And you're planning the event, and some areas of concern for you could be the technology. the Wi-Fi, okay, the live streaming component of it, also speaker arrival, whether or not they would be on time or not. What else could be an event being raised? The food not being delivered, right? So there's so many different elements of this whole thing. So you really want to look at risk and say, all right, what are the things that could derail the actual project, the outcome that actually can negatively impact what we're looking to accomplish. You gotta write, and you probably think of like 10 things. That's probably all you need to do at first. Like, don't overwhelm yourself with that. Just maybe like 10. So documenting that, finding out what's the risk, what's the effects, what's the solution. Usually that mitigation piece takes a little minute, which is why you as a PM, you don't need to go at this alone. That's why you have the SMEs around you. That's why you have people that are going to be able to really be able to help you walk through. You can help and learn and walk through. All right, how do I go about solving this issue of, the Wi-Fi, or, how we can make sure that the live stream can actually, go off without a hitch. What are those steps that we need to take? You may need to phone a friend. You may need to go talk with the company. You may need to go see how you could be able to come to a resolution. So project risk, that's something we're going to dive into a little bit more deeper. And yeah, so stay tuned about that. You definitely always want to document your risk. Do it early, do it often, involve people in the process, because not everyone sees everything your way. That's why you have other people that are pulled into the project work. That's why you work as a team. And if you find yourself where it's just maybe you and another person, it's even more perfect. It's both of you being able to put your heads together to figure out what's next. And then sometimes too, it's good to even phone a friend of people who have already been in these types of situations. Say, hey, here's what I'm looking at. What else do I need to be thinking about? And being able to pull that in. I do want to highlight too that Miro had a report. Let's look at what Miro put out there. Just a couple of things I thought was really, really good to look at. I'm going to pull up and I'm going to switch this tab right here. So we're looking at Miro's report. And this is all about asynchronous work, what knowledge workers want and what's working. Okay, so also just to define a knowledge worker, these are the individuals that are capturing, organizing, disseminating, distributing, and collecting and distributing the information within your organization. Okay, knowledge workers, shouldn't be, they may be a little bit different from maybe like what you're hearing about, but you think of them as a historian, a documentarian, the people who their whole main goal is to make sure that all the information is centralized, it's in one place, it's categorized, it is easily able to be found, so that you all can, you as a team member, staff member, the employee, you're able to capture the information and you're able to find it and act upon it. So those at a high level, that's what knowledge workers are. So when it comes to the async work, gone are the days of the meetings of we got to go to every meeting every which way. And so when we talk about the gathering of information, and this is why I always say Slack is a great tool to find information about maybe the latest decisions or conversations about the work, and not via text message, because you need to have a place and space where you have either a single source of truth or you have a go-to place that you can look up information. So what's cool about what's going on, Aaron, the artist? What's good about the asynchronous report is that knowledge workers are overwhelmingly positive about the shift to asynchronous work. Only 14% say they wish they worked async less than they currently do, while others are fairly evenly split between wanting to work more or the same. So this aspect of async work, I think, is can be a little bit confusing and oftentimes misconstrued. Not everything has to be async. I think you have to prepare your organization and pilot what async looks like to each and every single culture, right? Every single work culture. If you're in a all remote environment, then yes, I can see async being a really big deal and a really important facet of your life. So this particular report is highlighting, how do the people that are like capturing the information, synthesizing, distributing. So 22% of knowledge workers say this happens daily. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Sure. Let me go back. I think I skipped some things. Okay. So gone are the days of meetings as the go-to. Okay. And I think this is important to note that async communication, we've talked about this a lot, but we'll just get into the definition anyway. And I have a podcast episode about this too. But let's talk about it because I think it's worthy to talk about. Async communication is about not working in real time. You are allowing space between a message between you and the receiver, and you're also allowing the opportunity for people to work in their gifting, work in their own space, work in their own time. Asynchronous work does not mean that you need to be isolated 24/7, nor does it mean that you are lackadaisical with responding or being timely and executing. Asynchronous work is really just allowing a shift from let's meet all the time, let's communicate 24/7, and let's see how we can get work done in more of an async fashion. Okay? So um so they're saying this question of 14% say they wish they worked async less than they currently do, while others are fairly evenly split. Some people want more, some people are like, hey, this is the same. So is this just about wanting to get out of meetings? Well, not necessarily. Surely nearly everyone knows the feeling of being stuck in a meeting that could or should have been an email. 22% of knowledge workers says this happens daily, while 40% report it as a weekly occurrence, and a mere 4% has ever happened to them. But forget the myth that people think that meetings are bad. Knowledge workers' feelings on meetings are more complicated than meets the eye. Let's start with the positive. They see meetings bring people together by making them feel connected to coworkers, 84%, and more broadly to their company's culture, 77%. Meetings also help them understand how they contribute to their company or organization. And contrary to popular belief, knowledge workers feel engaged, 74%, and inspired, 66% in most meetings. However, while meetings can and do have an importance in place, this comes at a cost. For many workers, meetings interfere with productivity, 61%, reduce focus, 50%, and are a source of stress, 51%. Okay, so there's a push and a pull. Meetings can be seen as a waste of time, or they can be seen as a way of connection. I vote connection. I really do. I think it's important. I think it's important. I think it's important. I'm here for it. So Let's see, what else do they say? Well, we also find small but consistent gender differences. All right. 2/3 of knowledge workers are more confident sharing ideas with managers asynchronously. Yeah. So the big piece about, I think, what async does is that it allows space for thinking, and it allows for the space to really provide feedback in a non-pressured way. So the top 3 tasks knowledge workers prefer to do asynchronously: provide initial feedback. What's going on, G? Conduct retrospectives and look backs, and collaborate with external partners. So there's value in working asynchronously. So it's all, this is just what I truly believe, because I think what we're getting wrong about remote work, async, creating connection and all that is that we don't come to the table with all of the players involved and think to ourselves and talk amongst ourselves and say, hey, what's the culture that we want to create around async, remote work, and all the things? Most of the time, it's just like a rule, right? This is how we're going to do it. When we really need to come to the table and say, what's the best way? We got to learn one another. I'm big on that. I'm big on everybody learning one another. Okay? I think it's important. I think taking behavior assessments is important. Hello, somebody. I believe knowing how people think and how people collaborate, I think that's important. I think we just can't sit there and say, hey, we're just going to do it. Unless it's just yourself, then you can make up all the rules. So before we go on, okay, let's see. We got a little bit of time. We don't want to do too much OT, maybe about 45 more minutes left. But grab your pen and your paper in just a little bit. We're going to get into the, my faves, which is the Black Tech Effect Report. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I enjoy a good Black Tech Effect report. I want to do a quick shout out to the moms. For those of you that have participated and celebrated Mother's Day, I hope it was a grand day. But I also pray, too, that you find a way to continue to honor the mother and mother-like figures in your everyday life. Come on. Let's keep it up, y'all. Do. All right. We got a person. I know. I'm feeling this. Somebody on the Insta Live wants to come on live, but we don't do that kind of live. All right. Oh. Let's get it, y'all. We're going to Greenwood Bank. Greenwood Bank, y'all, for show and tell. Black Tech Effect Report. Modern banking for the culture. Let's get it. Shall we? Okay. Shall we? Let's look at this. Let's take our time with it, folks. Greenwood, I've heard about Greenwood for the last few years. Founded in 2020 by Ryan Glover, Dr. Paul Judge, Ambassador Andrew Young, and Michael Killer Mike Render. So This is about fintech and mobile banking. Designed for Black and Latino customers, Greenwood Bank offers a modern banking experience that reinvests in the community and creates financial freedom. Inspired by the early 1900s Greenwood district in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Greenwood helps ensure dollars circulate in the Black and Latino communities and businesses by donating $10,000 a month to Black and Latino owned businesses. Greenwood Bank also provides meals through Gooder for every account open and offers digital banking and no hidden fees. So, with that said, I put in my email address. I love getting email from them. I think it's great. Circulating dollars within the Black community, hidden fees never. Interest savings and spending accounts, digital saving, community reinvestment, global ATM, Apple and Android Pay, peer-to-peer transfers, 2-day early pay. Greenwood Studios, we create content. Next gen security, no worries. This is a good thing. Greenwood Studios. Let's see what this is, people. So they make, okay, cool. Money Moves podcast with Tanya Sam. So they have Greenwood Daily. Oh, they have like shows and things. How lovely. This is cool. This is really cool. So you all should go and visit with Greenwood if you have not. This is a really up and coming, I guess you would say it's like, yeah, it says up and coming right here. Up and coming, go with it, grow with it, check it out. We're going to go to Grow Intelligence. Okay. Grow Intelligence by Sarah Menker and Sweet Ahidaram in Nairobi, Kenya. It is 2014. Artificial intelligence, ag tech, big tech. Grow Intelligence is an artificial intelligence company that monitors global agricultural trends. Very nice. Utilizing thousands of data sources, the company forecasts insights such as soybean price fluctuation, climate change's impact on arable land, and Brazil's coffee crop issues. The company provides valuable and actionable insights across agriculture, climate, and the economy. Well. This is like really advanced. Let's see. Global fertilizer, impact monitor, food and beverage, financial institutions, shipping, public sector. Holler. We're going to get into Holler in just a minute. You got the DOG. Yeah, you know me. You got the dog. Holler Studios. I've never heard of Holler. Founded in 2013 by Travis Montauk, is a conversational AI media company using suggestion AI technology to develop relatable digital content through animation, through peer-to-peer messaging across social media platforms. This was founded in 2013. Good people. Holler Studios. I've never seen this before.
Nice transition.
I am reading from a teleprompter. I'm doing my job.
Wow. Let's see. We got all the things here. Let's see. Let's see what we can find out about these originals. So they have like content originals, like animations and things. Simone and Jordan. Let's see. Bill and the Bad Magician. Holler News. This looks like this is probably pretty funny. Client services. Clients and services. Oh. Branded sticker campaigns. Okay, they done did White Castle, Sam Adams Boston Lager, History Channel. They did some sticker campaigns. McDonald's Crispy Sandwich, Licorice Pizza, HBO Max. They're a Shorty Award winner. So they do animation, puppetry, visual effects, and advertising. This is like, who would have thunk it? This is pretty great. Hued. Hued. Creating a more equitable and inclusive healthcare system powered by education and access. Y'all, Hued. Founder Kimberly Wilson in 2018 in New York, the digital health company with a focus on equity and inclusivity in the health sector. The software is designed to improve health outcomes and decrease disparities among Black and Latinx and Indigenous patients through the access to data and education. The company database, in partnership with the Vaseline brand, lists over 600 healthcare providers tailored specifically towards communities of color and has developed a digital training curriculum for healthcare systems and stakeholders. Hued has trained over 5,000 healthcare workers. My goodness. My goodness. Isn't that cool? Our approach to health equity: engage, educate, connect, and evaluate. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Vision, mission, increase access to quality care must acknowledge the link between race and poor health to meet nation's daunting health equity challenge. So it lists it all here. Look at Hued. You think I'm not going to be following them? Let me go. They're on the Insta, they're on the Twitter, and they're on Facebook. I'm about to follow them everywhere. Beautiful. I gotta find a way. Somebody has to go in and cut up all of the reviews I've done. This is just like too fire. Everything is just like too fire. Too fire. It's loading up, y'all. That's why you. That's why you. Oh no, I'm more. I'm. Looks like I'm already following Hued. Okay, we followed Hued. Oh, look at the DOG. Y'all, that's just the DOG. Y'all don't follow. Okay. I think we're at Journey Foods. I think that's it. Let me make sure I got everybody. Hold on 1 second too. Let me make sure that I have everybody. Hello, Shakira Cade. Let me make sure I have everybody. I'm gonna go into let me see. I gotta see if I have everybody. I think we've gone through. Who have we gone through? We've gone through Grow Intelligence, Holler, Hued. It's slowing up. It's slowing up, but Greenwood Bank. So I think that's 4. But well, even if we miss anybody, we got till August because we're going all the way through to these 100. But I love what Hued is doing because again, they're making the bridging that gap between race and health equity. Hmm? Race and health equity. And I love it. So did I'm trying to think, I'm trying to list out, did I find everybody? No. We are Hued. I'm just gonna go back and see which ones that we've spoken about. We talked about Gooder. I know that we talked about Gooder. So right, Greenwood, Grow Intelligence, Holler, Hued. Oh, Journey Foods is our last one. You probably should okay, cool. Journey Foods, last one. Oh. Oh, did I click out of it? And then we're going to get straight into, I'm just really excited about that. We'll be talking about schedule management in a minute. Let's go into Journey Foods, which is not what I thought it was going to be, good people. Launch your food products faster. Create easy within your supply chain. I'm actually going to, I don't know. See, I definitely do my research. I'm like, supply chain. Look at this, people. Look at this. This is a beautiful website. Okay. Journey Foods, founded in 2018 with founder Rihanna Lynn in Austin, Texas, is a portfolio intelligence and lifecycle management software for innovative food development. Their database comprises over 1 billion ingredient insights, and its algorithm extracts data from these ingredients and nutrients to optimize formulations based on global supply chain and other considerations. Their AI-based product recommendations save businesses over 68% combined revenue and time. See, this is why I can get down with some of these AI folks, because people who have been in the game for a minute, like in 2018, are really utilizing it for good. So when I tell you, I gotta see the connection of how we're gonna be utilizing this technology for good. Like that's how, that's what I love. I love to see it. I want to see it. I'm interested in it. Pricing for CPG food startups to multi-brand enterprises. Journey Foods can support your goals with strategic, intelligent workflows. This sounds like something that I would love. I'd love to be in the mix. It is time to solve the $3 trillion food nutrition and production problem. Why do 85% of new food products fail? This is interesting. 38,235 people to 1 food scientist. Lack of focus on quality nutrition, broken supply chain with limited visibility, poor data insight. Let me see. We're going to be real transparent here. Let me just make sure I have the supply chain definition. Let me make sure I know exactly what we're talking when we talk about supply. Oh, yes. Okay. Just making sure. The sequence of processes involved in the production and distribution of commodity. Boom. Okay. We know it. We know it. Ooh, I see some project management vibes up in here. Mm-hmm. What they got? They got supply chain. Let me save this little article. More now I'm in a supply chain rabbit hole right now. McKinsey and Tech Target. You got a little supply chain project managers. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. We're in some research rabbit hole right now, y'all. Supply chain project manager. I'm already in the mix. I love it. I love it. Journey is the key for accelerating change. Developed by food expert scientists, recommendations to maximize nutrition, centralized supply chain data. This is it, y'all. This is it, y'all. Follow Journey Foods. This is brilliant. Rihanna Lynn says, I think it's Rihanna, I'm an entrepreneur on a mission. I believe in change, and I believe that we're all here to make some sort of difference. Oh, hold on. I've always sought to discover new ways to develop food tech solutions that increase access, ensure better health, and spur innovation for community. Next. So good. So good. All right, y'all. That's our top 5. And now we're going to spend the next, we're just probably spend the next 15 or so minutes talking about schedule. So we're going to get into 3.0 in just a minute, but I'm just going to focus on this a little bit. Let's do a quick refresher, folks. The project schedule, as we know, organizes tasks, resources, due dates, etc. Project schedules are time bound. What's inside of a schedule? Deliverables, tasks, dependencies. We're talking about start dates and end dates for tasks. I want to zero in on this. The 2 factors on maintaining a healthy project schedule is a clearly defined scope. Anytime, it's my belief, anytime that there is something that goes off kilter, like it's not working out right, like it's bumpy, you know what I'm saying? You can trace it all the way back to the project scope. You sure can. A poorly defined scope. It does it every time, which means because you don't know what's required to get the job done. You don't know the people. You don't know the budget. You don't have dates for things. Tell you what, it'll get you every time. Task dependencies. Let me tell you something right here, right now. I want y'all to put something in the chat too about your schedule. Okay? Let's talk about it. Challenges with the creation, the managing, the maintaining, and the execution of project schedules. Task dependencies, crucial. It's basically task dependencies, and I like that we're talking about this. Let me also get to it. Talk about task dependencies. We're talking about the interactions that exist between project activities. What's the connection? What's the correlation? What's the order? The task dependencies determine the order, the sequence of things. There's some tasks that have to be executed before another task kicks off. I would say it would be true to me that before someone, this is good. Before you want to launch a course, you want people to buy it, it makes perfect sense that you have a checkout page. And I'm not talking about like, pre-sale because you can get on a list. No, we're literally talking about when folks are ready to pay, you don't have a portal or a system that helps you get there, helps you retrieve the money and then give people the access. You would want to have that. You would want to have how people are going to pay you, and then how people are going to get the information. Dependencies. Okay? I would say that if you're going to plan a conference, an event of some sort, when we're talking about task dependencies, we're talking about that you would definitely, hey Jason, you would definitely want to ensure that you have chairs prior to, and these are simple things, right? Prior to people coming into the building to sit down. Okay. Now you don't have to announce like speakers or anything. You don't have to have, oh, I have to have a speaker before I announce. That's just like a preference thing. But if you want people to come in person for an event, you would want to have the location, right? And you would want to have definitely hotel and accommodations and things like that. Now, we're just really talking about like, you know, for us, we're talking about the everyday work. We're not talking about like the people who have like the resources and like the notoriety. They can just say conference is coming and then boom, people signed up and it sold out. That's a totally different story. But we're talking about, you could be within your company, you know, you yourself as an entrepreneur, you're launching some things as well. You really gotta see, you know what I'm saying? What's the task dependency and what's the order? So we're gonna get into ClickUp. Let's get excited for that. Let's have a round of applause for ClickUp, shall we? We shall. And we're going to get into some 2.0 or 3.0 stuff. And we're going to look to see, as I pull it up, we're going to look to see. What's happening? What's happening? Okay. Um, did I? Oh, you know what? Should I update a good old Andrea's Team Hub? I love a good Andrea project. So we can always rearrange the we can always rearrange things here. Welcome everyone to ClickUp 3.0. It's what you've been waiting for. Not sure why I'm saying it like that, but we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna go in a little more. I'm gonna go into list view for a minute. We're probably and yeah, we're gonna let's redo some of these dates. So in 3.0, lots of things have changed. Lots of the whole aesthetic has changed, right? You could easily a couple things just that are worthy to highlight. When you press the plus button up here, create items, you can create a task or add a task from another list, which I think that's kind of cool. If you go here, you can add a task or a doc. You can add the doc and add it to a location. You can add a reminder if you need to. And you can also do a chat and or a whiteboard. It's kind of cool. I mean, you could make some of these. Looks like you can make chat private if you wanted to, depending on it. Let's see what's different here. Filters. You can filter different tasks. You can also use templates as well. Group the status is over here as well. Me mode for anything that's going to be assigned to you or filtered by the assignee. Let's see. Now you just have list view settings are over here as well. So like super different, y'all. Like it's a kind of a super duper different type of thing. So I'm gonna keep it real and let's go with like a kickoff date of let's do kickoff date. I'm gonna go here. kickoff meeting. I'm actually going to say kickoff meeting prep. Kickoff meeting project, like mini projects. Like it's like a mini big project of tasks. And I think what we'll do here is that we will, I'm just going to create like, what's the deck? You know what I mean? Oh no, let's go here. Like I said, we're just gonna mess around with some dates. Okay. I'm actually going to put some prioritization flags in here as well. Oh, we don't have any, we don't got no start date. So what we're doing right here, so if you guys can follow along, is we're also in a like a more of a waterfall vibe and approach. So I'm actually put the start date here too as well, in case we need to kind of just put this here. We'll put this as high. Okay. So this is what this is here. Can I back this? Can y'all can see? I'm gonna go look in here. Okay, I think you guys can see pretty well. And a couple things about the schedule, what you should look out for. Like I said, we have a milestone right here, which is a brand evaluation milestone. We're not gonna have anything here. It's gonna have milestone would be, let's say it's gonna be next week. Okay. We're actually going to change subtask. Content creation plan. I'm going to say that it started on the 10th. Ooh. Let me go right here and say content creation plan. We say it started at the 10th. And then I think what we'll do here, take this. Oops. Nope, that's not what we wanted to do. Go right here. And I think what we'll do is I'm going to convert these to tasks. And we're going to rename this to be content creation plan submission. Okay. Content creation presentation. Go right here. Go to next month. So it's due on the 28th. Graphic design mockups. I'm going to change brand development. We're going to also, things can also happen simultaneously. So you always want to keep that in mind. Even the start date for this, that can be on the 22nd, and the due date can even be on the 9th. So one thing we want to do so far is look at, say, timeline view. Once again, here we are looking at, I'm actually going to change some of this to the list view. I think we have by status. Oops. We go to list view right here. I think what we'll want to do here is add, maybe it's over here. Probably want to add, we have phases. Latest comment, dependencies. Put some dependencies in here as well. So how you do dependencies is in order for send the calendar invite, go right in here, click the three dots. You can go here, task relationships, dependency. Tasks that can't start until this task is completed. Tasks that must be completed before this task. So we will put this one right here. We meant to click on the send the slide deck for approval. So this one right here, we want to make sure this relationship. Tasks that can't start until this task is completed. Oh, I think we were right the first time. Can, this is why we have this right. You send calendar invites to all parties. That's what we want to do. We want to do this relationship right here and create a dependency. Okay. And then that is send the slide deck for approval. That's exactly what we want. Oh, no, I meant to have the dry run for kickoff meeting cannot be sent. Here we go. Dependency. Cannot start this task until Dry run for the kickoff meeting. Okay, this is exactly what I meant. Boom. Great. Have this right here. Let's see. Progress. All right. So even inside here, as you see, we have like all of these that are in progress. So you can have it in the list view, and then you can have this in progress, or as my particular preference is to even set this up where you have this also in, this is where you can write your notes as well, where you can put this in a project status, like a stage. And so I'm even wondering here, I'm just gonna do this on the fly. Did I have date done? Maybe used from the library? I don't even have, did I not put a stages in here? Oop. This is interesting. I could have sworn. Ideation. Oh, this is like my favorite, the groundwork. Let's see. Foundation. Let's see the execution. The return of the execution. And the closing. So then you can change the color right here. Here, 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 and here. Okay. And this is super helpful. I'm glad I put this right here because not only have the priority flag, which is priority tasks, which you can sort by, but then you have the dependencies all right here as well. What else? You have also the stages. You have the stages. So I'm just going to put this right here. So then you can begin to even sort by particular stage that you're in. All of this to say, folks, this is a project work that we talked about. But we will also finish this next week as well. But one of the things too, timeline view, I think we have board view, which is okay if you want to see it more visually. But if you want to see, I'm looking for GANs. I'm going to visualize all the dependencies and things here. You can go into here. Ooh. Okay, let's go right here. Gantt. Yeah, here we go. So you see right here, milestone. All right. You have the kickoff meeting. And we see here, oh, this is today, right? Kickoff meeting, high priority. I'm just like, this is a little window sensitive. Oh, let's go back here. You see this right here, content submission plan. And, so this is, like I said, again, a really good way to begin to see, what's due when and what makes sense. This is why you got to really look and see this, because this is like super, super valuable. I'll go right here. And gather information. Okay, that was a completed task. Okay, cool. Go to the task. I love it. You can click even and go to the task. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And then you can see the dependency right here. So the dry run for the kickoff meeting cannot be completed unless the slide deck is sent for approval. And so this, my friends, is just key in understanding what tasks you have taking place, what dependencies literally help to order how the work is supposed to get done. We'll pick this up next week. I thank you so much for your time, for your attention, for Systems Lab Live. More 3.0 show and tell. Thank y'all so much. Have a great week.